Greetings and salutations, friends. This is Comic Book Hangover. My name is Scott, and here we go with the first 15 movies that I watched the month of October 2025 as I continue my year-long movie-a-day marathon. Of course, the month of September and October. Switching over to total horror films, so there's no comedies, nothing like that being watched for these 2 months. So let's just jump into the movies that I watched from October 1st to October 15th, starting with probably the best movie that I could think of to start the entire month of October, and that would be Trick or Treat, which I have on Blu-ray. Good movie, fun movie. It holds up really well. It does. It's got to be at least 10 years old, maybe more, but it holds up really well. It's a fun anthology series, and really that's all I can say about it. Just a fun little anthology series. Next one, DVD. This is going back some years. Motel Hell. I have the Scream Factory Collector's Edition DVD. Picked this up really cheap, so it's one I hadn't seen since I was a kid, so I wasn't sure if it was going to hold up very well. So I got the DVD cheap. It holds up pretty well, but I'm not really sure if it needs to be upgraded to Blu-ray or not. So we're just going to probably keep it as a DVD for now. Next up, this is one of the oldest DVDs in my collection, and this is the Trilogy of Terror starring Karen Black. This was from producer Dan Curtis, who some may know from the TV series Dark Shadows. He was a creator on that one. This was, as it says, Trilogy of Terror. So it's a TV movie special featuring 3 tales, each starring Karen Black as a different character in each one. Of course, most people know of the iconic Zuni fetish warrior doll, or whatever, the Zuni hunter doll from the He Who Kills story. So good stuff. It holds up. This does hold up. I mean, of course, some of the fashions and the dialogue and everything is a little dated, but the stories hold up very, very well. Next one, this is one I updated to DVD to Blu-ray a couple of years ago. I think I may actually upgrade this one further to 4K if there's some cool specials on it, because this has got a lot of really good special features on it, and it is, of course, An American Werewolf in London. Great special effects, man. This movie, the practical effects in this film hold up so well, and shows once again that if you have really good practical effects, if you have people who know how to do practical effects, they will hold up for decades. Whereas a lot of times your digital effects will only hold up for a couple of years, and then you're SOL that looks like crap. Few exceptions, but not many. Next one, continuing Rose Red. Did part 2 on Sunday. Check my list here. Sunday the 5th. Did Rose Red part 2. And then followed it up with another part 2, and that is Friday the 13th part 2. This is the release that I have. This is the Paramount 8 film collection that I have. I do have to get. I have Freddy vs. Jason on Blu-ray. I got Jason X on 4K with the recent release. Saw that in the previous video. I still have to get Jason Goes to Hell on 4K, if for nothing else, because I want to get the poster, the replica poster that it comes with. But Friday the 13th Part 2 still holds up really well. It really starts to set the tone, and you start to see the franchise as we know it today, not including the Jason universe nonsense. I mean, honestly, I would prefer to have the Baghead Jason back over that god-awful mask that the Jason universe is using. The 13 holes, the stupid chevrons, just nothing about it looks good. And I have no interest in it. I have, 10 movies with Jason in it? 11 if you count Freddy vs. Jason. So I got plenty. Well, actually, no. Jason wasn't in all of them. So I know that. Anyway, moving on. Hey, I got to replace this case. I hate these cheap cases. Anyway. Next one, Predator, because my son wanted to watch it, so I figured, what the hell, why not? So we checked out Predator. Next one is foreign film. This one, man, this was back in the day. I have this habit of wanting to, I'll get on YouTube or I'll get on Amazon and start looking for something specific. Usually it's something weird, like I want to find an extended version of the DuckTales theme. And that leads me down a rabbit hole, and eventually I'll find something like this. Stars Wars, Bangkok Zombie Crisis. Now, of course, you got your box art that looks like Shaun of the Dead. Your main character is made up like Ash from Evil Dead. It's a very self-referential horror film. It's just basically in Bangkok. They've said that we're the only city in the whole world that has never had SARS. We're totally SARS free, and of course that changes. There's a building, an apartment complex that winds up getting it, so they shut it down, they quarantine it, and this gal here has been kidnapped, and her father hires this guy to find her. He actually trains this guy, and he wants to find her. They fall in love. There's some politically incorrect stuff in there, which is what I love about it. But it's just a crazy, crazy movie. So if you're looking for something off the wall and you don't mind reading subtitles, SARS Wars, Bangkok Zombie Crisis is good. Now, if you're looking for something you don't mind subtitles still, and you're looking for something that's just over the top gore, for no other reason than to just have a bunch of gore, Machine Girl is right up your alley. This movie is crazy. She goes up against these Yakuza, the son of the Yakuza or whatever, the psycho family, kills her brother, so she tries to get justice for him. She winds up getting her arm cut off and getting totally destroyed. So she gets rebuilt with this machine arm, and hilarity and insanity ensues, which also includes a drill bra. If you understand these kind of Japanese films, you'll understand that that's kind of normal for these things. Really crazy, really insane, Evil Dead level of gore, and just blood just shooting everywhere. It's awesome. Speaking of blood and gore, and the next one is another one that my son wanted to check out, so we finally did. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now, of course, for me, I know there's like 50 or 60 Chainsaw Massacre movies. Half of them are remakes, and then the other half seem to be sequels for remakes that are not connected to the original law. To me, there's only 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. There's the original, there's Part 2, and then there's Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. After that, I want nothing to do with the franchise, because to me, it's all garbage. But I love Chainsaw 2. Another zombie movie, kind of I don't know, this was kind of a sleeper. This was a slow-moving one. You've got, it's called Stalled, independent film. Obviously, another one where they're sort of homaging the Shaun of the Dead poster art, DVD, Blu-ray box art, the original box art. He's a janitor. Ends up Christmas night. He's cleaning the women's bathroom, and he gets trapped in there as there's a zombie attack, and there's a gal a few stalls down that they sort of form a bond, and he tries to save her, and then there's more zombies, and they're walking all over. It's a really interesting, weird movie, and it does kind of have a kick you in the head ending, and I do like those. The next one was the third and final part of Rose Red. Another one that holds up really well. This was a made-for-TV event miniseries. That they used to do these for Stephen King things all the time. This is probably the only one that doesn't get a whole lot of attention, but it's the one that's probably the best of them all, in my opinion. I really like that one, but it was okay. I didn't really care for. The Stand. The first part of The Stand was good, but then after all the chaos and all the insanity of the world dying, it just kind of came to a screeching halt, and I just lost interest in it. Next one, this is one I picked up as a blind buy from Walmart recently. I'd never heard of this before. It's the WNUF Halloween Special. It's a Blu-ray double feature. It's got this Halloween special, and it's also got an Out There Halloween mega tapes and a UFO alien thing. I haven't watched it. I don't really care for alien stuff unless there's xenomorphs or Predator. But as far as like aliens coming to Earth, I'm like, whatever. It either is or isn't. I don't really care. I have more interest in like supernatural ghost stuff. Not saying I believe in that stuff, but it's just fun. It's fun to get into it. This one, it's a recently made movie. It's set up as if it was the late 80s, sometime in the 90s, news channel as their Halloween broadcast. After their Halloween broadcast, they had a special where there was this house in their town that is supposedly haunted. So a newscaster goes in there with some psychics, and they want to have this Halloween special with to prove if this house is really haunted or not. And it was really well done. It does feel like it was filmed or created back in those times. So I guess they ran it through recordings of VCRs or something, because they got the look down really good. There's also commercials in here that are pretty accurate for the time. It does have this look. The one cool, I guess you could call it a gimmick that I thought was really cool is it's like you recorded this on VHS back in the day and you're rewatching it. So when there's commercials, some of the commercials repeat, which they did back in the day. There's parts of those commercials get fast forwarded just like we used to do back in the day. So really good, really fun. I mean, it's a double disc deal there. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I watched the Alien one because, like I said, I don't really care for Alien stuff. But moving on and almost done, the next one is Cemetery Man. Fun little film. It's really kind of hard to describe what goes on in this movie because it doesn't really, I mean, if you're really thinking about it, it doesn't really make any sense. It looks great. The characters are really engaging and interesting. Dialogue is kind of trippy. I mean, the whole movie's kind of trippy. It's like a little bit of a light zombie acid trip. I don't know. It's a fun film. I mean, it's hard to describe what you're looking at when you're watching it, but fun, and the ending of it will mess with you for a while. And then the last one that I watched for the first half, this is going to be from October 15th, is Near Dark. This is the copy. This is from Anchor Bay, if anybody remembers Anchor Bay. I don't even know if they're around anymore. But I bought this one when I lived out in Portland, Oregon, so it'd be 2004, 2008. It's a 2-disc set. Disc 1 has, the movie on it. Disc 2 is loaded up with special features. I haven't really seen this one too much. I think I saw it back in VHS days, and then I bought this and never got a chance to watch it because, get this, it's supposed to be 2-disc. The first time I bought this one at the store that I worked at was Suncoast at the Lloyd Center Mall in Portland, Oregon. I took it home, opened it up. Disc 2 was Near Dark. Disc 1 was a completely different movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was a completely different movie. It was not Near Dark. So I took it back, tried it out for another one, took that one home. Actually, no, I opened that one up at work, and it had Near Dark Disc 1, but Disc 2 matched the Disc 1 from the other set. So it was like whoever was putting them together was messing with people and like flipping discs. So I had to open up a third one to make sure that I had the actual 2 discs. This is actually the third set that I opened up. It's like I said, it's been forever since I've seen it. Dude becomes a vampire and decides he doesn't want to be. And this is one of those few movies where now normally when you're a vampire, the mythology, the mythos or whatever is that if you kill the vampire who turned you into a vampire, if you kill the main vampire, then everybody that they turn into a vampire becomes human again. Makes sense. This one here introduced the idea, and I think this is the only movie where they've done it, but the idea that if you get a blood transfusion and get that bad vampire blood out and put good human blood in there, then you become a human again. Little wonky. I'm not sure if I buy it, but other than that, I mean, the movie is slow. The characters are they're okay. Not sure if I'm going to keep this one. I'm definitely not going to upgrade it to Blu-ray, but Near Dark. I honestly, I'm not much of a vampire person anyway, but that one I could take it or leave it. So, but there you go. That's it. Sorry this one was so late, but this is the first half of October, 1st through 15th. The horror films that I watched and introduced my kid to. Now the second half, that will hopefully be early November. I did get that Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set. I got the standard release because I missed out on getting the Steelbook, and I'm kind of glad I didn't spend the money on the Steelbook because while the pictures look good, and I'll get into this a little bit more, the picture looks great on that Nightmare on Elm Street set, but the special features and some of the other things in there really lackluster. So I'm glad I didn't spend the $200 or $300 for the Steelbook set. But that said, we'll get into that next video. But everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, thanks for commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all later with either more movies or more comics. We'll see what happens. Bye.